I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Divinity is flawless humanity, and humanity is flawed divinity. The ultimate loyal purpose as a part of Taksana created by the gods of the cosmic universe, or so-called Gajayana, is exactly to fulfill their purpose as protectors of humanity and maintain the cosmic balance. So, as they prolong what they're doing, and once they have felt a connection with humans and they could feel the longing for them, the sense of humanity, they have embraced that flawed divinity, which includes it's possible for them to fight against the Panga spirit even as the Gajayanas, as it could possibly cause destruction, and they do that to protect humanity. For the greater good, we are proud to propose. So, moving on, my first argument, which is the fact that as Taksanas, we find the meaning in doing so. We have an aim in doing so, and it also functions as our willpower to fight against Dvipanga. So, to fight against such a strong force like Dvipanga, which is also a Gajayana, it's not going to be easy at all. It's not going to be easy. It will be tough to deal with. And they are also still positioned at Earth's core and about to wake up, right? So it's still difficult, even if we want to amplify Dvipanga right now. This requires Taksaka's internal drive. We need the internal drive to make this decision. And before I get into the detail, I'll prove why it's likely for Taksakas to find meaning during their fight. So likely, the chances of winning against Dvipanga is still likely, is still high. The thing is, these Taksakas have developed the love for humanity, right? So that means they also reject this disastrous nature of Dvipanga when it threatens the human life. As immortal being, achieving so, that means they find the meaning in such a fleeting life or in the mortal life. But what does that do? So what that does is that it creates the respect, the mutual respect. So the thing is, when these Taksakas have their respect for the mortal life, humans can also feel it, since let's say they have been fighting. These Taksakas have been fighting for the sake of humans, and like they have been saving people for Dharmangsa from the evil entities that threatens human. That means they also gain the trust from human, because humans know that these Taksaka have been saving them, and then these humans will also yearn for these Taksakas to help so. And when they're able to embrace that bond, these Taksakas also realizes about how the humans, they tend to look for Taksakas, and they know what they're doing, they appreciate what they're doing. It also fulfill their desire to live. Like these humans, they know like, oh, I feel safer, it's much safer when these Taksakas around. And for these Taksakas, it also marks an internal sense of purpose or achievements. And what does this do? It changes the meaning or the aim of these Taksakas even in their life, when they still have the duty to protect human and maintain the cosmic balance. Because they have come to realization that humans are not just mortal creatures, but also they begin to cherish them, find hope, and treasure them, and treasure their fleeting lives. So what does this do? It's defying, even if what they have to do is to defy a Gajayana, even though it's a Gajayana, that the thing is that Gajayana ultimately brings destruction. Like, it waits as last for them, like when they save a universe that they feel belong. So doing it, they're not just doing it to fulfill a simple objective. They're also doing it to find a meaning from it, to save a thing that they treasure so much as they have embraced it. So moving on to my second argument, that the fact when they are doing so, it won't revoke the entirety of Gajayanas. So as a disclaimer, Gajayanas are creator of the universe, right? They're the gods basically, and at least they're capable of creating their Taksanas and giving them a purpose, a goal, a main aim. And when they do so, we also acknowledge that how Taksanas can feel. That means they also have a sense of responsibility to their creator, which is the Gajayanas. So to be under this Gajayana means to serve them also, right? To serve them and their original purpose. But the thing is, Gajayanas is not a singular entity, right? they also have different purpose and also incentive as a major being, as the god of the universe, including supporting these Taksanas, right? So the thing is, just by Taksana fighting one of the Gajayana, Dwipanga, doesn't mean that they're picking a fight against the whole Gajayana. So it's less likely for them to revoke the Gajayana, because the thing is, Gajayanas are capable of thinking. When Taksanas are capable of love, that means they're capable of thinking. And as a major being, they're also capable of doing so beyond Taksanas. So they will take measures also on what will happen. And let's say, even if they don't, that doesn't mean that they simply will live what will be happening, right? Because the thing is, they at the end of the day, they also created Taksanas to ultimately protect humanity and maintain cosmic balance. That means it also lies that the fact that the Earth also has a part in cosmic balance, even if they don't care about. Let's play in the opposition. Like, if they were to say that humanity doesn't play any part in Gajayana, but the fact that they task these Taksanas to protect humanity, or like at least the Earth, means or implies there's something with Earth that has to do with maintaining the whole system, or like the cosmic universe, right? And another thing to note is that even as a Gajayana, Dwipangsa has not woken up yet. That means there won't be any like mutual bond between this Dwipanga and the other Gajayanas, which reduces the risk of Taksaka having to fight Gajayanas. And moving on to my third argument, which is a trade-off. So in this trade-off, I will bring the fact that if fighting Dwipanga will ultimately still cause a high chaos measure. So like because they have to fight and they're still within Earth's core, when they woke up, it's highly dangerous, right? Since we cannot assure the safety of these humans, or like not everyone has the same survival chance. Like, we don't know. The thing is, we bite the bullet that in attempt, it's difficult to save everyone. But let's get into the two level of analysis. The first one is for humans, which is, the thing is, it's human nature to survive. Like, they have the survival instinct. They doesn't mean a lot like the other dying, doesn't mean that they don't have the purpose no more. And for the second one are for the cosmic being, or the Taksakas. Like, once they find good in humanity, they have embraced that flawed humanity, right? So knowing that they cannot save anyone doesn't really change much, because they have gotten the essence of life and also death. That means they know what they're doing, and they have found meaning, and not something they're able to overgrieve at that point. Like, even if there's this uncertainty of ultimate balance, at the end of the day, yeah, the first reason Gajayana have tasked all of them to protect the universe must have something to do with the ultimate goal. Proud to propose.